Back on the show. This is still What's Up on Galaxy TV, and of course, it's about time for us to unleash,
The
introduce
big
our
one.
celebrity.
The big one. I'm sure.
Okay, yes, our celebrity is not present with us in the
Okay.
studio, but it's going to be joining us all the way from US. Okay, on our Zoom, and I'm sure that it's available. Our guest for today, of course, if you remember this particular song way back.
Drum roll. Ding, 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 ding. And it's opening.
AJASCO
and company. Oh, manufactured by Wale Adenuga Productions. Hey, Nigeria's number one. Okay.
Of course, you're talking about no other person than Bankole Bayo, popularly known as ALINKO.
Boy,
You know,
ALINKO.
that man that
The
does,
double shades. The way he moves,
You
the
know?
smooth vibe, like that's
I think MC Macaroni copied that.
yeah, with his
Are you?
vibe. Yeah, no more.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest for this morning. How you doing, Bankole? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm great. How you doing? Man, you guys are doing great. It's nice to be here with you guys.
Same here. Yeah.
here.
Good morning. Is it morning over there? Or it's night over there.
It's actually a few minutes past 4 here, 4 a.m.
Good morning.
You're looking
morning.
fresh.
Very sweet.
What's going on? You're looking tantalized.
My favorite Alinko.
I just wake up, so
Do you still remember that
it's
song?
morning
That's your
freshness.
montage song. This is
Yeah.
the one we sang now. Do you still remember that song? Baba Ajasco.
Oh, very well. Very well. Papa AJASCO and Company, manufactured by Wale Adenuga Productions, Nigeria number one. You more merchant is the best medicine. Papa AJASCO will make you laugh and laugh until you forget your name. Papa AJASCO, Mama AJASCO, Bobo AJASCO, Baba ALINKO, Pa James, and Miss Pekpeye. Laugh it away, sorrow economic.
I'm gonna feel sorry.
Do you still hear from Miss Pekpeye?
Oh yeah, the one that acted with me. We're still in touch. She lives in Florida, while I live in Texas.
But there, why? What happened? You just wanted something different, or you don't like our faces anymore? Why?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the question from the beginning.
Okay, I want to start with the idea of you relocating from Nigeria to US. What was the idea for? What prompted that move?
First, I love traveling, and I proudly tell people that I've seen half of Europe. I've seen, in fact, in my short stay in US, I've been to virtually everywhere in US except Alaska. That's what I tell people. But I'll say it's basically adventure. Uh, yeah, there might be economic influence, but majorly it's an adventure. I love traveling. So coming to US, it's did afford me a great opportunity for me to have a better tomorrow for myself in my old age. So I think when the opportunity arise, I did seize the opportunity. That's what I'll say basically prompted or my decision to relocate.
Okay.
Well, you said something, your old age, but I don't think you look old to me. Like you're looking young. What's the secret?
Yeah, it's God's glory, I think I'm blessed. It's in my DNA. So you have my family. We don't get old.
I can see that. Well, we really want to know. There's some people out there that just know you as Boy Alinko. I'm sure they don't even know your name, as we're just calling your name. I'm sure somebody out there say, now Boy Alinko na, normal. But we know you as Bayo Bankole. Who is Bayo Bankole? What was a turning point for you? How did you get into the industry and everything you've been doing? We would like to know.
Yeah, Bayo Bankole, born as 50 something years ago at Ebute Lagos. I grew up at Ebute. I spent all my life at Ebute. I went to primary school, African Church, Bethlehem, at Ebute. Then later I went to St. Timothy's College, Onike, Iwaya. Later I moved to Akure, then attended Oyemekun Grammar School briefly before I now returned to Lagos to enroll at Nigerian Railway Technical School. It was while I was at Nigerian Railway Technical School, that was around 89, 90, and the technical school is at local, very close to NTA Channel 7. So I think I went into NTA Channel 7 for a meal. Then I saw the audition notice. It was from there that I made up my mind. Before then, I used to act in my church, that's African Church, and I belong to African Church Youth Association, ACYA, and I used to be the head of the drama department of the group back then. So when I now saw the audition notice at NTA Channel 7 for a play, then that's uh, King Emene, The Tragedy of a Rebellion, written by Zulu Shofola at National Theatre. That's I went for the audition and I was lucky. I was picked, and that marked my start with acting. Then later, I now saw another audition notice that's with Chuck Mike, that's Repatriate Theatre at Onikon. I went for the audition. I was lucky to. I was picked. I had a role to play in the one of the plays during the season because the Chuck Mike, the African American, or let me say Nigerian American, used to run seasonal plays. So I was fortunate to be part of one of the plays for the season in 1990. Thereafter, I joined Shola Fosudo together with Beki Adeoye. We team up with Shola Fosudo, the three of us, to run a center stage production. We used to run concert theater. That was 1991, 92, 93, 94, 95. So basically, my professional career started from stage. Later in 1992, Chuck Mike had a season. That's a season of plays. Eda was an outstanding play of the season that year, 1992. So it was from there my fortune in acting changed. Uh, it's my role in Eda was outstanding. That 1995, when Tadio Gidon wanted to do uh, Blow, they were now looking for who will lead the area boys in the movie Blow, and so they, because of the role that I played in Eda, the stage play at Peck Repertory Theatre, Unicon, I was able to get the role of Jeje in 19. I was able to get the role of Jeje in 1995 when Taddy wanted to shoot Blow. So it was Jeje that gave back to Boy Alinko in 1996. 1996. It was my role in Eda that gave birth to Owoblo, Jeje, and Jeje gave birth to uh, Boy Alinko. How? When Uncle Wale was looking for all the characters, he got all the characters, And back then, I was already in Ife, studying drama. So I used to come from Ife to Lagos every weekend to shoot. There's this soap on NTA back then too. That was I was part of. So I used to come back from school every weekend. And one of the weekends, I saw the audition notice for Papa Jasco, but I didn't bother because I felt that, oh, yeah, it's going to take my time because it's a movie. It's not. It won't be like the series that I come to do every weekend because I was able to negotiate time for shoot. So I didn't bother. But when I came home, that one of the weekends, the producer of Overblow and the producer of the soap opera, that's Mr. Taiwo, I've forgotten his second name, and Uncle Wale Adenuga, they were together. And Uncle Wale was now discussing with the guy that produced Overblow, Niyi Wuraola, that, look, I've gotten every other character except the character of Boy Alinko. Now, Niyi Wuraola, who produced Overblow, now told Uncle Wale that, oh, go and look for Bayo Bankole. Once you get Bayo Bankole, you've gotten your Boy Alinko. And fortunately for me, Mr. Taiwo, the producer of the soap that I used to come to shoot every weekend, was there too. He now told them that, oh, I'll be coming home that weekend for his own series. And Uncle Ali had to hand over him his card. From there, immediately I landed in Lagos. I was given the card, so I had to go to Yano Ejibo. Then we used to shoot back then at Yano Ejibo. That's on Wale Adenuga Street. So I had to go to Wale Adenuga's office. I met him that beautiful Saturday, together with the director. They just finished shooting the first episode that time. So and he asked me about the character, if I know the character, Boy Alinko and Ikebe Super, Papa Jasco. I said, yeah, I'm very conversant with Ikebe Super, the magazine, and I was fortunate too to have seen the film Papa Jasco. So I was able to like check out the characters, both the comic and the movie. So at the end of the day, I had to create my own style for the character Boy Alinko, which is different from the character of Boy Alinko in the movie that was shot in 1983. So when I created my character by combining Chris Tucker, the style of Chris Tucker, the way he talks, and combining JJ of Good Times, the way he walks and his style. So that's basically what that's me in brief, and my journey in acting world. And thereafter, I think I've done quite a number of other stuffs too. Been to Israel to perform with National Troupe of Nigeria, a three-man play. I've been to several places, and I've been in several movies.
Wow.
Wow, awesome, awesome,
Amazing.
awesome.
Nice, amazing. You've been around for a long time, going by the stories that you just told us now. And I remember this particular movie that you mentioned, Oh Blow. That's times of Taiwo Azan, Ogogo, Yinka Kodri, and the rest of it. And it was an amazing movie. So my question is, storytelling then many years ago, and storytelling now, what has changed? Do we still have the originality? Do we still have good plots? Do we still have something amazing? What exactly has changed while you were there and now that we have new, let's say, is it Gen Z or what they call the new generation?
The Gen Z kind of
thing.
I'll say nothing has really changed in terms of our storytelling. But what has really happened to our movies is that we have been able to improve tremendously technically, which I think it has given us an edge over other nations. We're trying to meet up at a very fast pace with Hollywood. Of course, we're already in the same range with Bollywood. If we're to take the movies being produced now, like you talk about the Ageshikole, you talk about Femi Adebayo latest movie, and I think for me, the competition is now tight, and we now value quality in production. So I think what has really changed is the quality, which is something to applaud. When you talk about story, look, script writing, uh, movie production is greatly influenced by the society. I'll say that our story cannot change. Our story can only change with time. We tell different story at different time. It's like when you are writing a movie, there are three things you put into consideration. That's the action, time, and place. So once you're able to put the three tenets into consideration, of course, you have a perfect story to tell. So our situation has not changed, basically. So our story cannot change. Time change, you know. So, and the time also preempts the action. So that's why you will see that most of our stories, uh, whichever way we try to write it, whatever form a story takes, it still follow the trend of our society, whether in the past, uh, present, or something that would be in future. So I'll say basically our story has not really changed. I pray that our story change for good. Then we will not be writing uh, stories that has to do with revolution, story that has to do with uh, enemies in the corner, enemies in the house, stories that has to do. So probably, family enemies and family forces, evil forces. So we won't have to tell such story. Hopefully things will change for better for the nation soonest. So I'll say what has really changed, it's in the area of technicalities. And kudos to all the guys who are doing it and making it happen.
Hear you now. Go
Okay,
ahead.
you
Go
can
ahead.
hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can hear you
I would
now.
like to ask you something. You mentioned a lot of fantastic veterans, including yourself. Now, what's your take on veterans that go online begging? This issue has been going on for a while now, and people have been bashing, bloggers have been bashing, activists has been bashing and all. What's your take about veterans that do this? Well, what do you think?
Uh, Look, I don't think I have any problem with it, because that's the only way they can survive now, and that's the reason why some of us decided to like try to look for our retirement benefit somewhere else. The job we do uh, does not have a retirement plan, no retirement benefit, nothing. We then you look at it again that the problem of the country, it's not only affecting those in other sector, it's something that affects everybody. So you look at the situation whereby even those who are working for the government, a lot of them die begging, die hungry, because no proper retirement plans in place for them. So, and the industry in the past, it does not pay anybody. The industry in the past did not pay so much. How much actors was earning that time? The producers were earning, taking all the money. So it was difficult back then for all these veterans to be able to put their house together. You know, some might give excuse that, yeah, we it was difficult, but some people were able to like plan their life. We are not all created the same, you know. While some of us japa, some are still back home, you know, trending and making the best for themselves. You see, that's what a lot of people might not be able uh, to define because lots of us we are short-sighted and we lack knowledge, we lack foresight, the third eye to see. So for me, I do not have a problem uh, with it, but if it's now becomes something that a trend, something that has to be you know, you now take it that, oh, I have to beg. Because I've seen one of them who is out, is going to those guys who are making it happen for these old people. He's now the one. I do not subscribe to that. And this is someone that I know how much he has made in the industry. But fortunately, he never planned for himself. So for him, I think I have a fault there. But for some of them who are doing it, uh, I know that I think this guy, because I used to watch the stuff, there's one Camo and one other pastor that are doing this to help their actors. Uh, yeah, I appreciate them. Let them do whatever they can do. Let the society help them, because they need it. Some of us have taken a decision so it won't happen to us in future. You know, probably if I'm still in Nigeria, I probably might still be struggling because I do not have the guts that some of us, other people, do have. Situation differs, and survival instincts also differ. For all of us. So, for those who have succeeded in the industry over time, kudos to them. And for those who are struggling, may the good Lord send uh, a helper to them.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
May the good Lord send help us to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bankole, please stick around with us. We'll go for a short break and back. You're welcome back on the show. You're still watching WhatsApp on Galaxy TV, and our guest for this morning is Bayo Bankole. We're still coming back to the movie review. Thank you very much for slotting that in, but not now. Let's finish with our celebrity
Yes.
for today, so we don't keep him awake. How you doing, Bankole? Are you still there? Okay, so you spoke about retirement plan. That's more reason why some people need to japa so that you can have a better plan, better future for yourselves and all that. Because Max asked about online begging from our veterans coming online to beg, and if you look at all this, the way it's planned, it seems to be the female actors, the female veterans coming out to beg most of the time. You hardly see the females or the mothers or something. So my question now is, if you look at the industry now, you realize that the female actors are doing so well financially that the male counterparts
are the ones.
So what exactly happened? Is it that the filmmakers pay female actors more than they pay the male? Because when you look at our females, they have mansions, they have Range Rovers, they travel, designers and all that. So what exactly is happening? Is it from our producers, from the filmmakers? Are they paying the female actors more than the male actors?
If I tell you that most times they don't even pay the female actors, it will sound funny or absurd. They pay the male actor. They only pay the male actor. Our society is a patriarchal society, a society where the man is has a lot of responsibilities. So I think most times the ladies, the women, uh, their husbands' responsibilities. So if you see the ladies are doing better. I would say they are better off the one who make them better. You know, it's they are better off that actually make them better. So for the actors, come with a lot of responsibilities. We have responsibilities to our immediate families. We have responsibilities to our extended families, and we also have responsibility to our society. And that's why, and what we earn is not actually uh, 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 so much to take care of all these responsibilities. It's not enough to take care of all the responsibilities. But the ladies, even the little that they earn, they are not spending it. You understand what I'm talking about. So they still collect from their husbands. They still get from their husbands, and with the little they get from the acting, I believe that's what they combine together to make a better life for themselves. So the ladies, I would say, in the industry, they are not even well paid, with exception of those who are like their male counterparts. You know, like I'll say, not everybody will be Funke Akindele of this world, and not everybody will be like Tony Abraham, you know. So these are two in the Yoruba movie sector. In the English sector, I would say that the English sector, in the past, the ladies, they do demand their for their rights, and they often get their rights in the English movie sector. So people like Genevieve and Co. They were well paid in their time during their time. They were well paid, and I mean the English sector normally pays because there's a laid down contract, but the Yoruba movie sector has the style of the old, so where a woman is being relegated to second a second fiddle. So I'll say the Yoruba movie industry does not even pay the ladies at all. So most of the ladies survived with the little they get from acting and what their husband gives to them, and they've been able to succeed with that. And for the male counterpart, it's a long way to go. Little, little pay, much responsibilities.
Your own opinion, it's accepted. Everyone is entitled to the way they speak. I would like to ask you, any plan coming back to Nigeria, or if not, should we be expecting something from you? Is there any project and stuffs going on from your end?
Yeah, east, west, north, south, home now, home, So Nigeria remains my home, motherland. So I was in Nigeria last year, and I think I'm blessed. So I have the opportunity to be home anytime that I want to be in Nigeria. So, but relocating, I can't say for now, but retiring, yeah, possible. So, and for what to expect from me, I'm working on it. I have a movie, a script that I have written, and hopefully I'll get to work on it. And that's basically what I'm doing for now, as far as movie making is concerned.
Okay. Let me ask you this: our actors over there in US, how are they faring? Have you all met? Do we have like an association over there
Yeah.
bringing you all together? How is it over there?
Yeah, actors are doing great here. America is quite different from Nigeria, and here, I don't know. I would like to say this in Yoruba. Oh, bo se o je. That is, if you do not work, you can't survive. So I'll say a majority into other areas of life aside acting or movie making. Because like when I got here, some of the Yoruba producers wanted to like uh, involve me, engage me, and I'll say, look, even if you don't want to pay me what I want, but consider the fact that I will leave my job to come and do your job. So if I'm going to leave my job to come and do your job, what I'm going to earn that day, you can as well pay it. Even if you cannot pay the actual amount that I earn, let's say I earn like $50, $60 an hour, be magnanimous enough to at least pay $20, $25 an hour, then I'll know that, oh, okay, I'm working for my brother. But you see, you don't get that. They still want to do the Nigerian thing, we are not making money. It's going to YouTube. And come on, what is what doing is what doing well. And talking about having an association, I don't think that is possible for now, because not all of us are practicing or still acting movies here. And but not until we're able to like come together as one, you know, in diaspora and work and try to create, probably create our own history too, just like Hollywood started through the cooperative society. This is what I always tell my guys that, look, let's come together, let's start first, But for now, there is no association because everybody now they bear in Papa name, Everybody they try to survive. We're trying to survive differently. So survival here, it's not about going from one movie location to another. Of course, if you do that, you won't be able to pay your bills. And, quite a lot of bills to be paid. So if we were to do the Nigerian style of practice, you won't be able to pay your bills. And to be able to break into the real industry here, a lot has to uh, be put into consideration. Number one, you talk about language. We have a different accent. It's not something that is easy. The American accent is not easy to come by. So a lot of factors that affect most of Nigerian actors that have relocated here to have a break into Hollywood.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bankole. Thank you so much, Bayo Bankole. Yeah. But before we let you go, we will not let you go without you giving us the vibe of that ALINKO thing. Let's be sure that
you still have it.
Still there, body. Let's be sure that say America never come out. So camera is rolling now and
action.
Hey, Miss Baby. Oh, no, I don't think I can get the whole thing. Yeah, now tell me what's up. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Hey, Papisco Bulawayo, how you doing? I think that's the least I can give for now.
Thank you. Thank you
so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. Thank you so much, Bankole. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll take the short break.